Set in Nigeria in the 1980s, Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo is about the torturous relationship between Yejide and Akin and their heartbreaking road to parenthood. Yejide and her husband Akin have been in love since they met at university. Despite pressure from family members and a slew of medical procedures, Yejide is yet to become pregnant after 4 years of marriage. One day, her in-laws arrive with a beautiful young woman. They propose Akin to take as a second wife so that he may have children. Yejide knows that it's imperative that she gets pregnant or she'll have to share her husband with a woman that she despises. But the drastic measures and the radical risks that she is willing to take in order to conceive may prove too high a cost. The story is narrated by Akin and Yejide in alternating sections, and we hear how they met, fell in love, and wed soon afterwards. We also learn that Yejide's mother died giving birth to her, and that her father's other wives were dismissive, cold, insulting, and hurtful. Thus, young Yejide grew up lonely and isolated, and she desperately wants a real family now. Perhaps because of this, Yejide shuts her eyes to obvious deceptions and lies, and her level of denial and naivety may be related to her yearning for a child and her cultural roots. There's a lot of love in this book, but it's love between humans, so it comes at a price, including bad decisions made out of love, silence where speaking is needed, and avoidance because of the fear and loss. I found myself wavering between anger at the husband for initially breaking the terms of their marriage, then more disturbed by Yejide's behavior later, then my angry feelings transferred to their family, who placed incredible strain on the marriage with resentful expectations. The emphasis on Yejide's value being based on producing children was heartbreaking and left me with lots of questions. What does it mean to be a mother? How do you make your way in a world that has deemed you worthless from childhood, setting no example on how to be nurturing? What happens when happiness is finally achieved and cruelly ripped away? When you sacrifice your values to make others happy, does it end up causing more good or harm? How far does duty extend to your family? As sad as I found this book, the thread of love that follows these two throughout the years is certainly remarkable. Something I loved was the portrayal of contemporary Nigeria. This book gave me a strong sense of the interplay of traditional culture, modernity, and political unrest. The author also provides a peek at the Yoruba culture, including their culinary tastes, celebrations, funerals, and other traditions, including some folktales, which I found fascinating and enlightening. Although Stay With Me is relatively short, it is a page-turning, stirring novel that tugged at my heart and managed to elicit a variety of emotions, weaving a wonderful story with realistic characters. This author is definitely one to watch, and she didn't have to say "stay with me" because there was no doubt that I was staying.